In this video, I want to show you how you can use Midjourney AI to come up with some designs for your website and then how to turn those designs into real websites using Webflow platform. Midjourney AI is really popular these days to create some designs for you, some images based on the description you give it. So we want to use Midjourney here to create some web designs for us. Then after that, we need to actually split the different pieces and then combine them together again to create a web page. So first of all, let's start working with Midjourney. Search Midjourney in Google and then you will see this page. Click on join button. Then it will go to Discord platform, which is actually the basic platform for Midjourney AI. You need to log in with your Google email account. I've already logged in. Go to Midjourney channel and choose one of these rooms here. For instance, this one. As you can see, all these designs are actually created by Midjourney AI, and it's a really good practice that you can take a look at the description. Here people used to create their designs, and actually coming up with a good prompt with good command or a good description is a really important skill here that you need to have, because if you just changing a word in a sentence, the result will be completely different. So here I want to start with imagine. I want to say a web design template for let's say we want to create a website for our startup, or actually we have a company that helps startups. So a web design template for startup, and I want to have a image of a rocket in the design. So I can say that including rocket. Design for a startup including rocket. And actually I can add white background here. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's sending my command. We need to wait a little bit to get the result. Well, you can already see some designs here. Okay. Well, they actually look really nice to me, I think. Now, what we can do actually to improve the images inside inside the template, to make it more, prominent. We want to make it look better, so we can actually use a keyboard here, and I want to use including 3D rocket. Let's see if the design is different or not with adding 3D to the sentence, to the description. Okay, now I think they look much better. Look at these designs, fascinating. Look at this, amazing, amazing. Now what we want to do, we want to actually get one of these pictures and then use a Webflow tool to actually create a web page based on that. the hard way to do that is actually use HTML, CSS, and probably a little bit of JavaScript to convert these designs into actual websites. But that's a hard way, that's a difficult way to do that. The easiest way to do that is using platforms like Webflow that you can interact with the UI, and it makes it really easier to put the elements where you want and do it faster. Now you can click on one of these buttons here. For example, I wanted to get this in a bigger size, so I can say upscale 1, but it's going to take a while to get to give you the result. But actually I've already came up with a design myself, so I want to continue with that. So let me paste. So that's the design I actually want to continue with. And to actually grab the design, you can right click on the image and copy image address and then paste it in your browser here. Now what I want to do, I want to play with the size here. I want to make it bigger. Now we want to use Webflow platform. Search for that. Webflow. The good thing about Webflow is that it's free if you want to test with it, if you want to create a sample website. So create a new account for yourself. I've already logged in, so I just click on view dashboard here, and here you can see all of your projects you're working on. So click on new site button here to create a new website from scratch, and actually draw a lot of actually beautiful themes here, but you need to pay some money for them. You can create a website from scratch by selecting blank site here. Click on select, choose a name for your website, for your project actually. So here I want to say Star Tech, something like that. Star Tech. Let's go with this. Okay, now here we have a simple body here. Let's look at the design we have here. So what we need, we actually want to have a navbar here, including a couple of links, an image here, and also a text box here. So let's first create our navbar. I want to drag a container inside body, and basically this container is the frame here we have, as you can see. The very first thing I want to do, I want to change the background colors of the body and this container here to make it look like something like this. So let's grab the image, copy image, and paste it in a photo editor, something like Photoshop or Photopea here. It's a free tool. And what I want to do, I want to grab the colors for backgrounds. So select color and select the color for, and I want to actually use gradient color. So for the right, as the right color, we select this, then we come here, we select body here, go to background section, click on the plus button here, choose the second option, which is linear gradient, select the right color and paste the color we copied. So hit enter. This is what we have. So change the angle to 90 degrees here. Let's grab the, let me change this, grab the left corner, paste it here. Now let's do the same for the container. Grab the color, right color actually, select container, go to background section, choose the right color, yep, set it 90 as the angle. Now grab the left color. Okay, here it is. I think it looks pretty similar to what we have here. Now I want to add the nav bar, so let's grab section block and add it to container here. Now in the section I want to have basically left and right parts. We can do this with flex layout. Flex layout is a CSS style that you can actually arrange items however you want. So and for the left part, what I wanted to have is the name of the website. So let me grab a simple text and put it here in the section block here. Change the text to, for example, tech, start tech. Now let's change the style of the text. I want to make it bigger and bold actually. So 30 maybe is good, or even bigger, 40. Now let's increase the height here. Okay, choose a better font, maybe this one. Yeah, looks good. Now let's put the other actually the menu on the right side. So what I want to do is I want to grab a div block here and put it in section block and place it under text block. Now let's put some text link inside the div block and maybe another one and another. Okay. So like this. You don't have to even, drag and drop items. You just need to select the block you want and then choose the item you wanted to place inside. So here what we have now, to actually put this menu on the right side, you need to use flex layout for the parent block, so which is section block here, and go to basically layout section here and select the second options here, which is flex layout. So with this arrangement you can push them towards the sides. So now what I want to do, I want to select the div block here, and here also I wanted to arrange it in a way that they be at the middle of the block. So probably I need to choose center option here. So it looks good, I think. Now what I want to do, I want to add some distance between the links here. So we can use for the div block as well, we can use flex layout. So here I choose flex layout and then change the gap to be maybe 30 or even more, 40. Yeah. Okay, now let's change the styles for the links here. I want to select all links here, and then I want to get rid of the underline. So in the typography section and from style, I choose nothing, none. So as you can see, all of the underlines are gone now. Let's play with the style of the links a little bit. I want to change the color to be Let's grab the color. I want the color to be this. Here in the typography, you can set the color. Do the same for the other link here. And for the third link, I want to change the color to white, but I want to change the background color here to the color of the actually button here we have. Now let's add some padding to this button here. Maybe white is not good that much, so let's make it a little bit darker. Something like this, yeah. Good, let's add some padding to the button. Maybe 40. Oops, it's not the right elements. Select the third link here, and for the padding, let's choose 40, maybe 35. Yeah, looks better, 35. And for the top and bottom padding, I want to have 10 maybe. Yep, 10 is good. Now I want to have round corners actually. So in the borders section, increase the radius to have something like this. So it looks a little bit weird here. What we can do, so in the div block, we need to align all the items at the middle. So this is what we have. Now let's add some padding to the navbar actually. So select the section block here and add some padding at top. Maybe even, let's look at the design. Okay, yeah. So we want to have a lot of padding here at the right side actually, and also a little bit after at the left side. So I think it's good. Now I believe it's time to add the image. So let's grab the image from the design we have here. Let's first select the part we want. I want to grab this part. Copy that. Paste it in another tab. Here we can use magic tool to get rid of the extra background. Okay, I think it's good enough. Yeah, I think it's good enough. Save it as PNG. Now the only thing you need to do, just grab the image and place it under section block here and put it well, actually not in the section block, in the container actually, because the section is the navbar, and place it under the navbar. So this is what we have. The other thing we want to have is basically some text here. So let's create another div here. Div block, place a div block in container and add some text to it, maybe heading, and also a paragraph. So let's change the heading to be start now, We have some text already here, and now what I want to do is that I want to place this div block, this text block here, basically on top of the image. Basically it's on top of the image as an overlay layer. So what we can do here is that select the parent container, which is the container here we have, and then change the position, change the position section to be relative, and then select the text block here, again in the position section, change it to absolute, and here change the width to 50%. And now in the position section you can actually put it wherever you want. I want to have it at top right, so here. Okay. So basically I need to put both of image and this text block in another section to do this. So let's add another section in the container. So, and put the image inside a section as well as div block here. Now get rid of the, undo the actually position change we have back in static. Now change this section to be relative in position. So this is what we have. I think it looks good enough. Now let's add some padding to the div block here. Some top padding. Yeah. Okay, here now I think it's a good idea if we add a button. So we can just copy this button and paste it here and change the button text to be something else. For instance, launch. Okay, it's pretty much similar to what we have here. You can work on details if you have time. The other thing I want to do, I want to add a shadow here for the container. So select the container here and come to box shadows here. Select 180 as the angle, increase the distance, increase blur, and decrease the size. Okay, this is what we get, and I think it's not that bad. Okay, I believe we need to actually change the left color of the container to be like the background color of the body. So select the body, go to the background section here, grab the color, select the container, Go to background here and paste the background. Okay, now I think it looks better. Yep. So this is what we have. It's pretty much similar to what we have as design we got from Midjourney AI. Now there is only one thing left to do, is that actually you need to pay attention to other devices as well. So for instance, if we want to see this website in a tablet device, it looks like this, and if we want to see it in a mobile device, it will look like this, which is not good actually. So what we can do is that we need to have a responsive website. To do that, you need to choose different devices and change the style a little bit for each device. So here, if I choose tablet, I can actually select the text block here, and I can actually increase the padding from left and decrease the top padding and decrease the right padding. So we will have something like this and something like this in the desktop mode, but in the tablet mode we have this. Now for the mobile mode we can do the same. Choose the div block here, maybe decrease the left padding, and this. Now let's push the image a little bit to the right. So select the image and decrease the margin. So in the mobile mode we will have something like this, which looks good, I think. Even for the title we can do the same. Decrease the margin a little bit. Or even adding some padding maybe. Yeah. Okay, it looks good. You need to work on the details. It takes a little bit of time, but I think that's enough for now. It's pretty much similar to what we have to design. I just want to give you the idea that you can use Midjourney AI to come up with great designs, and then you can actually practically use those designs in your website, and this is possible. We saw in this video that it's possible. I hope you enjoyed this. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you're new to my channel, and hit the like button if you think this video was useful. Thank you. Bye bye.